glassy eye is moist and cold, and stares out upon a sleeping giant. A giant. A sleeping giant. You are like straws against the wind.
Do you have a Thor-related question, sir?
Thor-related question.
Yes.
Just how powerful is Thor? I mean, is he more powerful than the Hulk?
Well, that's an interesting question. I haven't talked to my son in some time. This is going to be a landmark evening where we're actually going to talk after being estranged for several decades. I know he's pretty powerful when he was a child. It was hard to discipline him. He'd throw me around the room. So he's definitely stronger than an 80-year-old man. I'll give him that. But
well, that's something.
I told him to eat a lot of beans and squash and greens as a child. It looks like it's paid off. He looks pretty cut, as the young children say.
Yes, and he still does, because I've seen him recently, and in fact, he once twisted a microphone stand around my neck on stage. So
oh my gosh,
he's his what he does is still going strong. He's a very dynamic guy.
Do you live up there in the Great White North, up in Vancouver?
Yeah. Well, it's not so white in Vancouver, but the rest of Canada is pretty white during the winter. Yeah.
So that's where you've seen him perform?
Yeah. I've seen him perform in Vancouver and roundabout in other places. He, bending bars and singing rock songs at the same time. It's
Excellent.
Always something that the crowd seems to really enjoy. So.
Excellent. Well, thank you for your call. It's good to hear he's doing well up there. Thank you very much for your call.
Chicago, are you ready for something that you will never, ever see again?
It's brewing in the wind. Face the strength of our resolve. The riots run again. Oh, I hate
Yes, I'm very excited about the new tour and our new album, Thor Against the World. And also, there's other products, and that's The Intercessor, another rock and roll nightmare movie, and also Anthology, the new DVD that's coming out. And we're going to come into the Windy City and just rock your town. In all my career, I've toured all over the world. I never did a concert in Chicago. And we've got a lot of fans in Chicago. So this is amazing for me to come into this town and just really hit them with all I got. It's a rock and roll city, just like Cleveland. So Ohio is like, fantastic, and Illinois. And I've never played these places before, and I want to come in there and really do something there and get to the fans and show them what we got. At the Thor Film Fest, he's going to show Zombie Nightmare, Rock and Roll Nightmare, and the new Intercessor, another rock and roll nightmare.
telling me? Whew.
Stig, great work, man.
Yeah, see, I told you this vacation would do us some good, huh?
Yeah, I feel like a changed man.
What about, you know, they're telling me you were in a movie called Rock and Roll Nightmare. They're showing a photo of it on the screen. Tell me about that a little bit.
It was a nightmare.
Was it really?
You know, I've done a lot of nightmare movies. You know, Zombie Nightmare with Tia Carrere and Adam West, and then there was Rock and Roll Nightmare.
Right.
And believe me, production-wise and acting in them, it was nightmarish.
They're north of the border there, up in Vancouver, etc. We've had a couple callers talking about you bending microphones around their necks and the ruckus and the rock and the roll, and I'm happy to hear you're doing well.
Yes, Dad. I was hoping you would like to join them, and I could wrap a microphone stand or a steel bar around your neck.
Well, you know, we had our fallouts in early years. You wrapped quite a few things around my neck, from dining room chairs to chandeliers, and it's nice to see that you've moved on to something more high-tech.
Yes, but it's affected my life, my younger years as a child with you, and I just want to talk to you about all that stuff now.
Well, I've got a question. When you were young, I told you to take your Flintstone vitamins and eat your beans and string beans and peas and squash. Did you keep with that regimen?
Yes.
Yes?
That's why I have great power in my rear end because of that.
Well, you were quite a pain in the rear end many times, but I think that's just parent-child relationships, and it's nice to hear you're doing well and that I was able to help you get some of that power with a good diet.
Well, Dad, you know, by the thunder and lightning, I love you.
Well, likewise. What's your diet like these days, son?
My diet? Actually, I've gone to vegetarianism.
Really?
Yes.
You can still get quite a bit of power from those green leafy vegetables.
Well, I got to combine it with a lot of tofu.
Excellent. Well, we've got a lot of young viewers who would like to follow in your footsteps, so if tofu and green leafy vegetables are the way to go, well, by golly, I'm glad they're working for you. I saw the latest video. You certainly are standing up fine.
Yes, the arms are pretty big. You still got the big guns.
Excellent. I noticed you competed with Lou Ferrigno. Looking at your data sheet. More importantly, what about Bill Bixby? Did you ever try to get on Courtship of Eddie's Father with him?
Bill Bixby, no, I only got as far as Lou Ferrigno, and Lou Ferrigno and I competed in two contests. One is the Mr. Universe in Switzerland, and the Mr. Teenage America in New York City.
Yes.
And he beat me on both occasions.
Did he really?
But I'd like to have a rematch between the Hulk and Thor.
Any truth to the rumor that punch you gave him in the left ear contributed to his deafness?
No, that happened before that ever.
Okay, I didn't want any controversy there.
Yeah, no controversy.
Okay.
There. Yeah. That was from his dad yelling in his ear all the time.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, come on, Lou, another sit-up. Come on, Lou.
I'm probably a little guilty of that myself. You know, I need to come clean with you on one thing. You know, as we both know, when you were a kid, you were into the Thor comics. Are you still upset I used your Journey into Mystery number 83 to soak up that sump pump leak?
No, I'm quite proud of that, actually.
Okay. It made you stronger, did it not?
It surely did.
Well, see, if people are learning good parenting skills from our interaction here, that's great.
It's interesting. I'll be coming into Florida and rehearsing with the band, and we're going to bring back Mike Favada, who was with me during the Only the Strong period. And that was a big album for us. And when we went to England and we recorded Unchained and had hits like Let the Blood Run Red and Thunder and the Tundra. So he'll be coming back to do this tour with me. And also Steve Stack, who played on the Equinox album, Strange Lantern, and the song Invader. He's coming in to fulfill the guitar duties. And then we'll have special guests as well, like Steve Price will come back and do a few shows in Florida, and then Damien Storm will come in and he'll do some shows. And also from Los Angeles, we have John Ramirez on bass, so he's going to come in. And so we'll have quite a troupe in Florida rehearsing right now to get the circus on the road. They always said, you know, back in the old days, the circus always started in Florida, then it continued throughout the rest of North America, and maybe that's what we're doing. And we're coming to your town.
Behold the hammer! Summoned by the goddess, she needs some volunteers. A band of trained commandos to scan the hemispheres in search of the scepter whose power soothes the beast. We drag it through the snowstorm and blizzards from the east. There's thunder, thunder on the tundra. There's giants, giants across the land. Thunder, thunder on the tundra. There's giants, giants across the land. Arturians scream with fury towards the northern light. Snowblind brings the storm, tornado across the ice. Dragons guard the treasure in a metal citadel. Smash down the wall, crash the gates of hell. There's thunder, thunder on the tundra. There's giants, giants across the land. There's thunder, thunder on the tundra. There's giants, giants across the land. Thunder, thunder on the tundra. Giants across the land. There's thunder, thunder on the tundra. There's giants, giants across the land. There's thunder, thunder on the tundra. There's giants, giants across the land. Thunder, thunder on the tundra. There's giants, giants across the land.
By the Thunderation Man.
Ay, ay, ay. Hard to keep the dogs at bay. I remember saying that about some of our neighbors years ago. Would you like to tell us a little bit about the inspiration for that video?
The inspiration for that basically is that the dogs represented evil, and Thor had to go out and battle them in the alleyways and the subways, and I brought in some great females to play instruments and that. And
I'll say
it was a fun video to shoot.
I'll say, can I get a date with the drummer?
Yeah, you want me to call her up?
Absolutely.
Okay, you got it.
If she wears what she was wearing behind those drums, I'll be there.
Even less.
How about what kind of workout regimen, Thor, would you recommend for your old man? I'm not getting any younger. I'm pushing 80.
Well, I'd say a diet of a lot of higher reps.
Yes.
Instead of really heavy weights, just use moderate weights and do higher reps.
Higher reps. Should I be able to bench my own weight at this point?
Can you bench your own weight?
At this point, yes. Should I be able to?
Not at this point. I wouldn't worry about that. Just get some light dumbbells in there and do some inclines, and you'll be okay.
Excellent. Excellent. How about Stan Lee? Have you ever met Stan Lee?
I sure did. One time I went to his office in New York, and I went into his office and blew up and exploded a lifetime guarantee hot water bottle, and then knocked down all the comic books off his shelf. He's a wonderful man. He's a great friend.
What is the deal with blowing up all those hot water bottles? Are you trying to get back at me for something?
I'm showing the power of my lungs. I'm showing that I'm the most powerful singer ever in the history of rock.
Excellent. Quite.
And also, I got a lot of hot air.
You got that from your old man, I'm afraid. Are you coming back to Chicago anytime soon, son?
I look forward to coming back to Chicago.
Yes, so we'll be in Chicago. We're going to come in there with full guns blazing. We're going to go wild. We're going to go crazy. We're going to give you some kind of show that you will never, ever, ever forget. Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!